Binion might make a good pitcher too. He might make a good quarterback because he's been hitting those open men like he had eyes, you know, and his ability to throw those passes have really mesmerized me. You know?
Uncanny accuracy, eh? Something like the elder Loizaga used to have a long time ago. Here is Rudy Distrito from the left corner court. He misses, and a loose ball picked up by Brown, trying to outsprint Norman Black. Willie Pearson, the jump shot of Gonzalo is no good, and Norman Black really overextending himself on those rebounds.
Look at the way the game is being played. The pace is really very quick. They're burying each other in the ground and running.
They're burning each other to the ground. That's right. Ferocity personified by that jump shot taken by Ricky Brown to cap another brilliant fast break by Great Taste to give them a 7-point lead.
Well, that was a big blast by Great Taste. It was a 5-0 blast. They were just on top by 2. Now it's a 7-point lead.
And Magnolia needs to get its back act together again. Here is B-Boy Tavares trying to return the compliment. Way offline with that fadeaway. And once again, the Coffee Men control the defensive rebound. Brown. Joe Binion making his move up Norman Black inside the paint. Chito Loizaga unopposed from 15. He misses, but he goes for the offensive rebound on a tap from Willie Pearson. Brown dancing inside. Decoy play anchored on Joe Binion. It blew up right in their faces, but it was last touch by Magnolia.
Yes, last touch was called against by Magnolia. I didn't really see that. I felt that Binion may have hit his shoulder. The ball may have hit his shoulder before going out. Lucky break for Great Taste in that play.
In any case, baseline inbound executed by Chito Loizaga. As Binion looks at the clock, it says 1:36, 17 seconds in their shot clock. Once again, he's isolated at low post against Norman Black. That familiar isolation play which worked wonders for them, and it's working wonders again tonight.
And he has the advantage of a 3-inch advantage in height, so he uses that and his ability to jump to shoot the ball over Norman.
That's right. Martis Aldana is already on the floor. He used to provide a double team in those isolated instances, but now he was nowhere.
He might have been a little bit cold, Joe, coming off the bench. He came in for Distrito together with, well, also Loizaga. Joey Loizaga is also there to give Banate a rest now. So the Magnolia Ice Cream Makers using a smaller team, but a quicker team.
A quicker team to match the run-and-gun game of the Great Taste Coffee Makers as Norman continues to improve on his foul shooting prowess, sinking the first charity to make it 32-24. 2 for 2, 32-25. 1:15 to go. 14 fouls from Magnolia against only 2 for the Coffee Men. Ricky Brown now has to cope with Joey Loizaga. He leaves Joey behind for that beautiful shot on the run.
A super move there on the part of Ricky Brown, who certainly promised us that he'll come out to play his best when he was voted the most valuable player of last game.
That's absolutely correct. And Chito Loizaga just picked up his first foul off Norman Black. Certainly is not going to be the last.
But see the way they've been playing a very good defensive game. Both of the teams are far away from the penalty situation, Joe.
That's right. 5 for Magnolia, 2 for Great Taste. And here is Norman Black in the right corner court. He escapes Loizaga that time on a pick by Tommy Gonzalgo.
Good shot there by Norman.
34-27. Magnolia inching right back into the ball game, cutting down the Great Taste lead to only 7. Ricky Brown, they're settling down to a half-court offense. He goes behind a pick set up by Joe Binion. Pearson jockeying for position. Binion takes matters into his own hands, misses from 18. B-Boy Tavares for the defensive rebound. And the Magnolians bring it downtown, downstairs. Out of the hoop, the follow-up by Gonzalo will not count.
Because there was already a foul committed by Pearson, by Manansala, which will send B-Boy Rabanes to the 15-foot line.
And let's take a look at that last piece of action again in slow-mo. B-Boy Rabanes going out for that frontal assault on a basket fouled in midair by Willie Pearson. And we'd like to grab this lull to invite you to come to Kamayan for the best native dishes from all over the country. Kamayan Restaurant located at Pasay Road, Makati, Padre Paula Ermita, and the newly opened EDSA Green Hills branch. Kamayan, the first, the original.
We hope that Coach Tito Idoki and Big Villavicencio will continue to open more Kamayans.
That's right. They hope to have one at every street corner in Metro Manila. 34-29, 5-point lead for Great Taste. That's a very manageable deficit for Magnolia in contrast to what it was in game number 5 when at about this point of the game they were already behind by about 15 points. Great shot coming from Ricky Brown, 3-pointer.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter.
We'll be right back. A very fast-paced game like this.
Yes, you know, Joe, people from all walks of life are here in this ball game, you know.
All right, we're 4 seconds into the second quarter. Looks like the entire Gokongwei Empire from the top brass all the way to the rank and file have turned out in full force here at the Ultra to watch Ricky Brown turn in another two-point shot to make it 39-29.
He's smoking.
He's smoking from both ears.
You know, and he's trying to prove that whatever was paid Ricky Brown is worth it.
And they say he is one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid.
There's going to be a foul called against Chito Loizaga. There was a substitution for Magnolia. Miguel Bin came into the ball game for Rabanes, while Alolor came into the ball game for Jimmy Manansala for Great Taste.
In the meantime, let's watch Norman Black isolated against Chito Loizaga. The turnaround that trickles out, and Joe Binion with his extremely elongated arms reaches out for the rebound without even leaping.
And he's a very good fellow in rebounding because he knows how to put the ball up immediately after the rebound, so there are no chances to swipe it away.
He doesn't bother to bring it down.
Yes.
Puts it overhead beyond reach. And here he is, isolated again against Norman Black. And let's see if this is going to work this time. And
he forced that play, yes.
Marty Saldana moving the ball very authoritatively. I spoke too soon. Ricky Brown was right there.
That's a bad pass by Binion there, as they didn't run the fast break very well. There's the first personal foul of Ricky Brown, kind of swipe from Marty Saldana.
Actually, the second personal for Ricky Brown.
I'm sorry.
And the second team foul for Great Taste against an immaculate slate for Magnolia with 1 minute and 3 seconds gone by in the second quarter. Still a 10-point lead for Great Taste. Marty Saldana, the cerebral ball carrier, the floor leader for Magnolia. Danny Gonzalgo working the right wing against Ponky Alor. And here's Joey Loizaga. He scored 21 points to match Black's output in game number 5. Snapshot from the top of the key by Norman Black. They didn't work that play very well, I think. Here is Loizaga in the left corner court, picked up by Norman. Ricky Brown working off Marty Saldana. The jump shot is out.
Willie Pearson for the offensive rebounder.
That's where he's most effective.
Oh, and he comes up with a shot from about 21 feet. And that's a 11-point lead right now for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. 12-point lead, I'm sorry.
Grim determination written on the faces of all the great tasters. Nobody on the floor is smiling. They mean business.
Yes.
Dirty business. And that of winning the championship right here and now. Norman Black comes in for a solo virtuoso layup.
There was no help from the weak side there. Pearson tried to give some help, but it was too late. Norman had been up in the air, and there's no way to stop him once he has that momentum.
41-31, 10-point lead for Great Taste. 9:53 left before the halftime break. The ball is on the right corner court. Work to Joe Binion at low post. Ricky Brown in the three-point zone against Joey Loizaga. Beautiful swipe by Joey Loizaga. They're going to run a fast break of their own. Joey just doesn't have that kind of dribbling ability.
That Ricardo Brown has. He tried to dribble behind his back, and he lost the ball in the process.
Binion with a lateral pass to Willie Pearson. The door slammed to his face by Danny Gonzalgo, but a foul.
Foul call against Marty Saldana in that play.
Marty Saldana with only his first personal tonight. A couple of subs coming in for Baby Dalupan. Checking out are Joe Binion and Willie Pearson, and coming in are Manny Victorino and Joey Carpio.
And Brown seems to be very tired. He's asking for relief. He's replaced by Jimmy Manansala. All Filipino 5 for the Great Taste Coffee Makers with a 10-point lead. 9 minutes and 27 seconds in the second quarter.
Well, Baby Dalupan enjoys the luxury of probably the deepest bench in the entire land. Jump shot!
See, you send a guy called off the bench, but since they have the right frame of mind at this point, so everybody is ready when they come in.
That's right. Joey Carpio is one of those players whose ignition is always on. All right, another powerful rebound by Joey Carpio, really making his presence felt very early into his appearance.
There's a bad pass, however, by Jimmy Manansala. He tried to hit Victorino on a fast break play. Norman was there to sort of bother him, and that caused Victorino to lose the ball to the end line.
And quarterbacking for the ice cream makers at the moment, Marty Saldana. Playing off guard and providing a screen there for Norman Black is Joey Loizaga. And there are a lot of rugged tussles between him and his elder brother, Chito Loizaga. Good drop pass to Norman Black.
Yes, that's a good assist play by Joey. He drew everybody to him. Great Taste continues to run despite having Binion sitting down, and Carpio hits 2 out of 2 from the field.
This guy came cold from the bench, and he started blazing with both barrels immediately. 12-point lead for Great Taste, 45-33. Jimmy Manansala is on Marty Saldana. Yes, Miguel Bin has Manny Victorino to contend with. Joey Loizaga now against Ponky Alolor. Now makes his move up Alolor inside the paint, down the middle. Great shot!
Great shot. Great semi-hook shot. That's a foul probably from Jimmy Manansala. From Victorino. And he has a chance for a 3-point play. Let's take a look at that on our slow-mo. There's Joey. He knows he has no chance of making it. Victorino fouling him. He throws up the hook as he hears the referee call, and he makes the shot.
This young Loizaga has the most amazing repertoire of shots I've